The British Columbia Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
I hope your coffee's still warm because things are heating up in the sports world. I'm Avia Boulay, and these are your sports headlines at 12:30. Before we dive into the top sports stories, we have a news update from Arden McLeod. New data from Living Wage BC reports that Metro Vancouver's minimum wage is now $10 before the livable wage. Reporter Arden McLeod spoke with BC Policy Solutions and has more.
Iglika Ivanova with BC Policy Solutions and co-author of the new Living Wage report says that 1 in 3 people must cut basic needs in order to make rent. Landlords increase rates by an average of 26% when a rent-controlled unit is vacated, according to Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. Living Wage BC is calling on the provincial government to work toward closing the gap between the minimum wage and livability, arguing that public programming aimed at reducing the cost of living will be a vital part of that process. Arden McLeod, BCIT News.
And back to the sports, and starting with hockey. The Canucks beat the Tampa Bay Lightnings at Benchmark International Arena on Sunday. After missing Thursday's contest in Carolina due to an injury, Quinn Hughes registered his 4th career 4-point performance with 4 helpers in a 6-2 comeback win over Tampa Bay. Hughes paced the NHL with 7 assists in 2 games as the Canucks went 1-1 overall. He assisted on all 3 of Vancouver's goals in a 5-3 loss to the Winnipeg Jets on Tuesday. The Canucks take on the Florida Panthers today at 4 p.m. at the Emrat Bank Arena. Hitting the Canadian football field, the Saskatchewan Roughriders defeated the Montreal Alouettes 25-17 in Winnipeg last night to win the Canadian football's Grey Cup. Roughriders head coach Corey Mace couldn't say enough about quarterback Trevor Harris, who was named the game's MVP.
The first meeting I ever had with a player was Trevor Harris, and I told him that this was going to happen. And I understood what everybody says about him, and he's never been, you can't say shit no more other than Grey Cup champion, starting quarterback, MVP, and you better put a Hall of Fame next to that name too. Love that guy.
Harris completed 23 of 27 passes for 302 yards to win his 3rd CFL championship, but his first as a starter. Backup quarterback Tommy Stevens ran for 2 touchdowns, and A.J. Ouellette ran for 1 to power the West Division champs to their first Grey Cup since 2013. It's Monday night, and that means Monday Night Football. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Sin City to face the Las Vegas Raiders tonight to wrap up Week 11 of the NFL. Las Vegas Raiders head coach Pete Carroll said he's proud of the work his team has done.
Well, I thought our guys responded really well and played really hard the other night, on Thursday night, and I really liked that we were able to do that because it's a unique situation that you're in, and we got to learn from those times when we get them. But this will help too. You know, this gives you a little bit of break on the legs. We'll get a good full week plus half a day today and a full day tomorrow. So we have nothing to complain about. We got a lot of time to get better.
The Cowboys are 3-5, and the Raiders sit 2-7 ahead of the game. NFL action begins at 5:15 tonight. The Vancouver Rise lifted its first Northern Super League trophy on Saturday, November 15th, and the Canadian government pledged up to $5.45 million to help grow the Women's Professional Soccer League. The Rise beat AFC Toronto 2-1 in front of 12,000 fans at Toronto's BMO Field. According to the Canadian government, prior to kickoff, multiple ministers and honorables met with the NSL to announce that the discussions have been made so that they can provide support for women's professional soccer in Canada. Today, the World Cup kicks off. To qualify the last teams, Germany and Slovakia are currently playing right now, where Germany is leading 4-0 at halftime. European nations finishing second in their group will play off in March, with the draw coming on Thursday. That's a wrap for your sports headlines at 12:30. Go stretch and hydrate and pretend you're making the roster. I'm Avia Boulay. Join Jenny Sung at 3.